Solve the inequality log base 3 of x plus 2 plus log base 3 of x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 3. This is a very tricky problem. First thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to combine the logs through addition, which means we're going to multiply the insides. So this becomes log base 3 of x plus 2 times x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 3. Now, in order to get rid, I want to get x all by itself, so in order to get rid of that, I need to base 3 both sides. Base 3 both sides. That way you drop down the x plus 2 and the x minus 4, and that's still going to be greater than or equal to 3 to the third power, which is 27. Okay? So far, nothing's happened with my greater than or equal to. And that's going to be the case this whole time. No dividing by a negative, no multiply by a negative. You just treat it like an equal sign. X times x is x squared. We're foiling. Minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Greater than or equal to 27. These guys combine. X squared minus 2x minus 8 is greater than or equal to 27. Let's subtract 27 from both sides. Let's come up here. X squared minus 2x minus 35 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, let's factor that out. That becomes x minus 7 times the quantity x plus 5 is greater than or equal to 0. Now, x is either going to be greater than or equal to 7, or x is going to be greater than or equal to negative 5. Here's my issue. I have domain restrictions. The inside of a log can't be 0, and it can't be negative. So x plus 2 has to be greater than 0. X minus 4 has to be greater than 0. Which means x has to be greater than negative 2, but also, even more importantly, x has to be greater than 4. So that is very important. I can't even say, let's plug in 0. No, you can't. X also has to be greater than 4. So none of this matters. X has to be greater than 4. So can x just be greater than negative 5? No. X has to be greater than 7. 2, so this is another restriction, 2 restrictions here. So basically, I have to follow the path, or follow the fact that x has to be greater than or equal to 7. Okay, so you don't even matter. This says x has to be greater than 4, but my answer here says that x has to be greater than or equal to 7, so my final answer is x is going to be greater than or equal to 7. So it's a very tricky problem because you have to look at all of these restrictions that says it has to be greater than negative 2, but it has to be greater than regular 4, but it also has to be greater than 7. So my final and ultimate answer is x has to be greater than or equal to 7, period. That's it. You're done. No more questions asked.